so much for joining with us today. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, home-based travelagent.com, and findahosttravelagency.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar. And we do so appreciate your taking the time out of your day to be here with us. Now, today's topic is going to be a lot of fun. You're gonna really enjoy this one. And these two speakers that we have are Alicia Linden and Natalie Loza with Dream Vacations. And both of these ladies I know, and they're both amazing. So we're really honored to have the two of them here today to share their insight with us and to help us, everyone help grow their businesses. So I appreciate their being here. I'll tell you a little bit about Alicia and then a little about Natalie. Alicia is the Vice President of Consumer and Recruitment Marketing, and she's been with the company for almost 20 years. She is passionate about helping travel advisors deliver a remarkable brand experience. And she oversees strategic marketing efforts, planning, and research for recruitment and consumer marketing initiatives. And then we have Natalie, and Natalie has over 20 years of experience in travel, sales, and in the cruise industry. Her passion for travel and exploration has taken her to continued success in the travel industry, and I've watched her grow, and she's amazing. A sales team leader at Crystal Cruises, Natalie also served in leadership positions at Alzamaro and Celebrity Cruises, where she developed a focus on the luxury market. And as a leader, she is enthusiastic about assisting entrepreneurs like yourselves to grow and discover the franchise opportunities at Dream Vacations. So just remember, folks, the rules of the road here. You're all muted during the presentation, but we do, of course, welcome your questions at any time. All you want to do is just put those questions in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen. And then we'll get to those questions as soon as the ladies are done with their presentation. And today, Dream Vacations is going to be awarding one very, very lucky attendee a $100 Amazon gift card. And we will also be rewarding a $50 Amazon gift card courtesy of us here at Travel Professional News. This will take place at the very end of the webinar after the questions period. So be sure and listen really carefully for your chance to win. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hand the microphone over to Alicia and Natalie so we can get started. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much, Joni. I appreciate the intro and I appreciate you having us here. We're really excited to really have the opportunity to share with everyone some practical tips on a very, you said fun topic. I think it's a really fun topic, but also a very important topic when you're thinking about how to grow your business, how to maintain your business, and how to really understand what it takes to have clients come to you, have them really be loyal to you, and make them your biggest really marketing platform in attracting new clients. So today we're going to cover that exact thing, attracting more new clients, whether you're new to the industry, whether you've been in the business for years. There's always effective marketing strategies that you can use. There's a lot of things changing nowadays with marketing, with tools, with support. So we are going to go through some actionable items that you can use to really grow your business and improve what you're currently doing. We're also going to cover ways to retain your existing clients by building strong relationships, and most importantly, how to make them your biggest fans, how to obtain referrals from them, and how to do this in a way that you don't have to be really managing it on a day-to-day, how to be able to have systems do this for you, and the best marketing tools that you're able to do. Because at the end of the day, when you have really a healthy way of getting new clients, maintaining the clients you have, and getting referrals, that really has been very successful for a lot of the agents and advisors that we work with, right? So a lot of the things that we're sharing with you is not just strategies that us here in the sales team or the marketing team have come up. These are a lot of true stories that our advisors are currently doing that have made them successful. And, again, travel is ever changing and the strategies around it are ever changing. So we're really happy to be able to have the opportunity to share this. So a lot of what I'll be sharing is uh, strategies on a sales side and really thinking of ways that you can um, grow your business. Alicia, I'm happy to have her co-host this webinar with me. She's going to be sharing a lot of marketing tools that we here at Dream Vacation Dream Vacations use for our agents as well. Um, so I will start, and as Joni mentioned, we do encourage you to please post any questions that you have in the Q&A chat. We want to make sure this is fun, interactive. Even if you have suggestions, things that have worked for you, we definitely encourage that as well. Um, so building your client base with confidence. Obviously, you have to have an idea of what lead generation programs you're going to be using, whether you're a travel advisor, whether you have your own independent agency. There's a lot of choices out there, but you want to have something that is going to start you up for success. It's going to be something that you're able to apply on your day-to-day, making sure that you also have strong marketing campaigns and social media assets. So when we talk about this, how do you attract and maintain a solid client database, right? So it's not just about getting new clients in there, it's about nurturing your existing ones, and also making sure that when you have these success stories, you use these success stories to attract more clients. Um, so one of the important things is knowing who you're looking for. So before you start marketing, you want to know the ideal client. You know, are they families, cruisers, honeymooners, clients that are more into luxury travel? The clearer your focus is, the easier it's going to be to attract the right people. And of course, you might be at a point that you don't have a specific niche, which is fine because we have a lot of advisors that, don't necessarily specify in one area, but they have certain marketing campaigns that they'll base it on what they're looking for. So it's always important before you make the investment, or if you have access to certain marketing campaigns, that you understand what you're looking for. And then making a great first impression online. Making sure if you have a website that you're able to customize, if you're able to add really fresh looks, social media, showing your expertise, making sure that you're sharing travel tips, um, using a lot of real client stories, really making it easy for people to contact you as well. So you want to make sure that you have that story that you're trying to tell, but visualize it, right, in your websites and your social media assets. But then the second part is making sure that you have really an accessible way if somebody is interested or they're asking questions to be able to contact you. Um, and then as far as social media is huge nowadays with marketing, with travel, with really telling a story to clients that are looking. So making sure that you're really posting consistently on platforms where your clients hang out, if there's specific groups that they're part of, sharing destination videos, behind the scenes looks, client success stories, really knowing that people buy from people they trust. So the more that you can personalize it, the more that you can add your personality, the more you're going to connect with your clients or even, future clients that you might have. Uh, just some stories that we've had and that we've seen with our advisors is, we have one of our agents that shares weekly destination spotlights. They share videos on Facebook. They have it interactive with clients, so that way clients can also share it on their Facebook or their social media platforms. And then that really attracts, and you have your clients being, ambassadors on your behalf as well. So a lot of the material that you're posting, you want to make sure that it's also things that you are an expert in. So if you're trying to promote a group that has certain destinations, instead of just putting out there, hey, I have a group that's sailing on this day and these are the destinations, do a story around the main destinations that are going. Put highlights of what's, what they're known for, what are the local foods, things like that that people are going to stop and see the story. And then from there, making sure that they're aware that this is something you're trying to promote, one of your groups, something that's out there that you're looking to connect with. Um, Also making sure that you're using emails, not just to send out promotions but also to highlight maybe newsletters or quick updates with deals, tips, again, destination highlights, staying in front of clients so they think of you uh, the first time that they're booking. So a lot of times tips in knowing what to pack and knowing why to choose certain destinations, a lot of those really get from what we've seen, get a lot of clicks, get a lot of visibility. So again, going back to personalizing a lot of the information that you're sending out, that you're posting, is a huge part of it as well. And then we always say networking. Networking is a huge part of it because we are in an industry that is uh, it's a people business. So teaming up with local businesses, wedding planners, photographers, fitness studios, really taking advantage, and everyone's different because of course you might be in an area. I'm in South Florida. It's huge for cruising. It's huge for cruising in the Caribbean. If I have a local area, you want to make sure that you're going to be spotlighting something that you're going to have a big client base. But it's not necessarily all local because you could be in the Midwest, but a lot of your marketing strategies might be getting clients that are all over. So I think also knowing the potential that you have. A lot of it could be networking. It's not necessarily in person. It could be a combination of doing online partnerships and also looking at some marketing strategies that I know Alicia will go into a little bit later. And then lastly, looking once you have all of this information posted, once you have clients that are starting to book or have booked for a while, making sure that they are adding reviews. Reviews are very important, and there's different platforms that you can use. You can use your website, you can use Google My Business, um, testimonials of your clients. They're going to go a long way when people are looking, because we're in the age that people are really, they trust a lot by looking at reviews. So we want to make sure that those reviews are added, not necessarily in those platforms, but that you're also posting it, that you're sending out information with these testimonials, because that's going to give you a lot of referrals. And always after a cruise, ask clients for referrals. If they're happy with your services, ask if there's anybody else that that could be a potential client on, because that's definitely going to be the time that they're happy when they're coming back from a trip that you planned. Um, and then, as far as follow up, I think that we do so much to try and get clients, to make sure we're nurturing them, but following up goes such a long way. And sometimes it's just as simple as sending emails when it's their birthday, their anniversary, when they're celebrating something special. So making sure that you're using a lot of the information that sometimes they provide for you when you're booking because they want to celebrate on board, but making sure you're putting that somewhere. If you have a CRM, if you have a database, that at the end of the day is going to remind you to have those personalized touches as well. Then again, going into, the three important areas, always consistently making sure that you're winning new clients, that you're keeping them loyal, and then you're turning them into advocates. So it's like thinking about having a garden. So you plant these seeds, they bring you some, I don't know, some vegetables, they grow one tomato. You necessarily don't want to just take that vegetable and then not nurture the rest of that plant, because you're not going to just have a salad with one tomato. You want to continually um, you know uh, water it, have it grow, plant more seeds. And that's just when you're thinking about your database, it's going to be a combination of that. It's going to be a combination of consistently getting new clients, keeping them happy, keeping them loyal, and then turning them um, into advocates, into your referrals. Uh, So again, we went through a lot of touch points. Um, when you're thinking about actionable items, we're thinking of, why not sending them a short survey to past clients asking about their dream destinations, their travel styles. And that will give you some valuable information that when you want to segment and when you want to send certain communication to your leads, now you're able to add that information into your CRM or whatever customer relation management database you're using, uh, because that's going to be important when you're trying to create a group. So any any information that you're able to obtain in these post surveys that you create, can help you identify if they're going to be possible clients for groups, families, honeymooners. Um, Targeted marketing is really important as well. And when you're getting these details or this information, now you're able to run a lot of targeted marketing campaigns on that as well. Um, and then, of course, we always say, as far as building trust from the first interaction, by being knowledgeable. So, offering a free consultation call to discuss travel options, sharing travel tips, making it more of you're helping them achieve or look for what they're looking at instead of just selling a specific travel cruise or destination. You want to make sure that you're serving as an expertise. And I think that when you position yourself like that, clients really trust you and they, continue to stick with you as well. And of course, part of it too is making sure that you're delivering exceptional service and exceeding expectations, keeping them loyal. So going back to the survey is always good to do after the cruise, but why not in the planning period? Is there something missing? Making sure that you're adding those touch points, that you have certain transactional emails that are going out as well to keep them reminded of important touch points throughout. Um, and then we always say, there's a lot of attention with loyalty programs. If you offer them loyalty programs, exclusive perks, um, just little small surprises, sometimes even if you're able to do something small for them on a cruise, on board, on whatever vacation, that always goes a long way as well. Um, One of the things that we've also seen is we don't always just say, send me what basically your review is, but you want to ask them, what was your favorite part of your uh, cruise or of your vacation, and then spotlight that, do a client spotlight section in your social media and make sure that you have that on there to get others attention, going back to those reviews, because a lot of times reviews can be used in one certain platform, but then you can definitely utilize that not just in Google My Business or on your website, but you can really market that in so many different platforms as well. And of course, that goes back to, keeping them coming back, attracting new clients. And these are some of the areas that we mentioned or I mentioned on email marketing, loyalty programs, and client management tools. So again, it really is depending on where you're at in your journey as a travel advisor, as a business owner, is really understanding where is next and what tools you need to. Because sometimes you know what to do, but you just don't know how to get there. You want to make sure that you're using the right tools to get there as well. And then I love facts. I really love to see, why grow your existing database? Why not just continue to get new clients in there? So this is really interesting. Numbers really do tell the story. So retention isn't just good for relationships, it's essential for sustainable business growth. So repeat clients book more frequently, spend more per trip, and require less time to convert than new prospects. So as you can see, 5 times acquisition cost, 67% revenue growth, and 80% business value. So acquisition cost, so it costs 5 times more to attract a new client than retain an existing one. And agents with strong retention strategies see 67% higher revenue per client. Uh, Part of that is because they trust in what you're going to suggest. And if, let's say, you feel that they're going to enjoy a balcony stateroom instead of, an ocean view, they're usually going to take your word on what you're requesting or suggesting. And then 80% of future profits come from just 20% of existing clients, and that's the 80% of future profits. So really interesting to see why it's so important to have not just the new clients, but those existing clients return to you. Attract, retain, and grow. So if anything, that's one of the things you want to understand. How do I continue to attract new clients, even when I have existing ones that are happy and they're referring, but you still want to continue to have an opportunity to attract new clients. So that's really building sustainable for long-term growth, because again, you can have a great month, a great quarter, a great year, but if you don't have those clients coming back to you, or you don't have a plan in place, then it is going to be challenging to continue to grow your business. And now I'm gonna hand it over to Alicia for some marketing and lead generation.
Fantastic. Thank you, Natalie. So lots of really great information provided by Natalie so far. And what the marketing department does here as Dream Vacations is we really specialize in both acquisition and retention. And Natalie spoke a lot about how it's important to have a healthy balance of both. So my team really helps to generate leads and keep customers loyal to our travel advisors. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the marketing tools and programs that we have. And really, these are all about driving sales, right? So the marketing programs and tools provide your customers with vacation inspiration. It drives interest, and it drives that conversation between you and your customer because they saw something that inspired them and intrigued them. And what's important to us is that we automate as many of these marketing programs on behalf of our travel advisors, whether it's websites, email, promotions, social media, direct mail, videos, lead generation programs. Because our philosophy is that if we automate and we develop turnkey programs on your behalf, what does that do? That leaves you with more time to focus on other aspects of your business, right? This is a relationship-based industry, and it's all about building those relationships with your customers, right? That's why 65% of our customers are repeat and referrals. So that is about saving you time so you can focus on building those relationships and being the true expert. And one way of saving time is with AI tools. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about AI tools in a minute. But first, I want to highlight a few of the marketing programs. And this is important because we see in the results that our travel advisors who use these programs are among our most successful, right? Because they're taking advantage of the tools in their toolbox. So first and foremost, exclusive promotions. One thing that we know for sure drives sales are exclusive promotions. And these are especially important to bring up because we truly put our money where our mouth is, right? We fund exclusive promotions on behalf of our travel advisors. And what's so great about this is that it is internally funded here at Dream Vacations, so your customer can combine the exclusive offer with whatever is out in the marketplace with the suppliers, whether that's on the cruise or the land side. So it really provides an incredible value for the customer. It reemphasizes to the customer why they should book with that travel advisor and really builds that credibility and that relationship. The next program I talk about is lead generation. Now, lead generation is done in many ways, right? Social media, Google Business Profile. So part of our auto social program is where we curate content and we're posting on behalf of our travel advisors 3 times a week. And this is certainly supplemental to what our travel advisors are doing on their own, right? Their own fam trips, their own personal experiences, highlighting trips that they're booking and curating on their own. So it's a nice, healthy balance of curated content on your behalf and curating content on your own. What we've seen is we've seen an increase in followers on social media. We've seen a 50% increase in our website traffic, 50% increase in lead generation. So really helping to drive the customer and continue to curate that relationship between the travel advisor and the potential customer or existing customer, either way. So the next program that I'd like to highlight is our sweepstakes. Hands down, our sweepstakes is our #1 tool for lead generation. This rotates quarterly, and we like to have a good variety of options, right? So $10,000 to use towards any dream vacation of your choice, a luxury product, a land product, a contemporary product. We like to have a good variety. And what we do on behalf of our advisors, right? I talked a lot about the turnkey and the automation. So this is built on your behalf. It's located on our travel advisors' website. It's posted automatically on their social media. We run national campaigns driving interest. And as I said, it's the #1 tool for lead generation because every person who enters to win the vacation is automatically added to your email database. And we have seen a 13% increase in our email subscriptions year over year. So it's really helping to keep our existing customers engaged, but also to generate that new interest and that new database of potential customers in your pipeline and get those communications to them. Now, I mentioned that everyone who enters to win is automatically subscribed to our email. So I want to talk a little bit about our email program. Emails are, again, another automated turnkey program that we offer. So we send 2 emails a week on behalf of our advisors. All of the links in the email are personalized with the travel advisor, going to the travel advisor's website, with the travel advisor's contact information. And what I really encourage you to do, just as a best practice, because we have some of the highest engagement rates with our emails, that's our open rates, our click-through rates, driving traffic to the website and converting into sales. So I do encourage you to subscribe to our emails. It will really give a great example of a best practice, the way that they're designed, the way that they're curated, the variety and inspiration that it lends itself in these emails. And I say that because while it's great to grow our database, right? We've grown it at 13% year over year, but we also monitor those engagement rates. So we want to make sure that we're not only growing the database, but that we're growing it with quality customers and potential customers who want to engage with our travel advisors. So we monitor those engagement rates very closely, and we make sure that they're not going down in any way. You want to make sure that when you're sending emails and you're sending communications to your customers, that they want to receive the content that you're sending. And by looking at the reports and looking at the click-through rates and the open rates and the engagement, you can certainly see, am I delivering the right message at the right time to the right audience? And that is just so important. So I did say I wanted to talk a little bit about AI, and that is something that's very important to us. Now, I mentioned marketing's philosophy is to have turnkey programs, right? And these are proven programs that drive results for a travel advisor. But we also understand that integrating AI tools to help you save time is going to help drive business operations. It's going to drive efficiencies for you. It's going to drive sales for you. And that's why we've integrated AI across many of our MarTech programs. So MarTech, of course, being a combination of marketing and technology, because there's so many synergies. And this is creating emails, creating social media and landing page content. It's leveraging our app to auto-generate day-by-day travel itineraries with integrated smart suggestions, right? We also have a learning center, and that is going to give course recommendations and summaries. It's going to auto-enroll into learning paths. We also have our business center, which AI is integrated, where you can navigate resources more intuitively with a smart search and help find those answers quickly. And then, of course, we do have a cruise fare watch, which is a smartwatch tool that identifies customers' booking price if it's dropped after they booked, and the advisor gets an automatic alert. So I say all of this because there's so many AI tools out there, and it's, you know, one thing that is so important when it comes to AI is to embrace it, right? Because the innovation with AI is not about replacing the human touch. I said earlier, this is a relationship-based business, and we value that relationship that you have with your customers so much. And so with AI, it's about enhancing that communication, enhancing the experience. So now you're giving a hyper personalized experience between you and your customer. And so we really empower our travel advisors with AI tools. We want to save you time. We want to make it easier to run your travel agency. We want to make you more effective to engage with your clients, because ultimately, what is all of that going to do? It's going to help you grow your business. It's going to help you increase sales. And as I said, our travel advisors who leverage our MarTech solutions, who leverage AI, these are the ones who we're seeing with measurable results, because like I said, you're engaging better with your clients, you're booking more, and it's helping you run your business on the go. It's giving you more flexibility and freedom. And these are just all things that really excite us here at Dream Vacations. And we hope that, you know, you were inspired today, you learned something new, and that you are embracing AI in your business as well.
Thank you so much, Alicia. That's actually such great information, because I think that we are somewhere that there's so much new technology, so much new information that's coming our way, that as a travel professional, as a business owner, we, you know, people can just get confused on what to use. So I'll take a moment now to tell you a little bit about Dream Vacations. Of course, what presentation that we give is really can be used by anyone that is looking to grow their travel business. But with Dream Vacations franchise, one of the things I'm passionate of is really giving the opportunity for people to have their own business, their own small business. And we often have a lot of people that join us that don't have travel industry experience, but we do have some travel advisors that, you know, they do have they transition in from travel advisors to business owners, and a lot of that is really being able to have the flexibility to manage their business as they want. You know, if they want to grow that business with one person, with several associates, with business managers, it really is a great way to position yourself and realize where you want to take this passion for travel. You might be doing an incredible job right now in providing your clients great service, great bookings. But as Alicia mentioned, there's so much support that we offer with Dream Vacations, not just with marketing, but we have business development, we have training, we have all the areas that you need to be successful, but with the flexibility of really owning your own travel business. So right now, you know, we are, and I'll go into a little bit of what we're offering right now, because again, going back to what we're passionate about is having travel advisors that are looking to open their own business. So right now we actually are having the opportunity for you to join with waived franchise fees. And there is a stipulation as far as having a specific amount of revenue that you would have to qualify for. So I am going to show a screen here that has a QR code, and also all our information will be posted after this webinar. But if that is something that you're looking for, I mean, I hope everybody was able to take great tips from what we presented, or even if you have an idea in mind, because really that is what's going to make you successful, is having a plan, but also being able to execute it and having the tools and support. So that's one of the things that we're most proud of, is we do everything we invest in, if it's technology, if it's marketing, it's all based on the needs of our travel advisors. So we always make sure and understand what the needs are, what's changing, what can we do to make you more efficient in your day-to-day. Because one of the things that I've seen is sometimes there's so much business that comes your way, but now how do you manage that? And like going back to having a healthy balance of having new clients come in, nurturing existing, that's going to be one of the challenges that you have once you start building your business, which I'm sure. So I'm going to share one screen, and again, this is something that we're having right now for a limited time. Even if you don't qualify, we do have travel industry specials as well. So please talk to us. We have a whole franchise development team that's there just to make sure that they're able to have conversations to see if this is the right fit for you. So please have a chat with us. This is the QR code. We'll also provide the link to make sure that you have a way to get in contact with us. And let's see here. And then now we're going to open it up and we'll welcome Joni back on for some questions, right, Joni?
I'm here. Thank you so much, ladies. That was great. First of all, that's a heck of a promotion. Lord, that's really a major promotion. And I think everybody needs to realize that that's really an invaluable one. One of the things I loved about your presentation was you really gave some great, just real, normal, important to use, but sometimes we forget hints for everybody on how to keep those clients, not just how to get them, but also how to keep them. And I loved the part that you shared about engaging with them during the process of their trip, for a survey or asking questions instead of at the end, because it just keeps them motivated and lets them know that you're always kind of there for them. So I thought that was another great tip. I do have some questions. The first one is, what should I do? This is a great question. She says she loves all the tips that you've shared, so that's awesome. But she says, what should I do if the clients just don't come back, even after I've done all the things I'm supposed to do to get them to come back? I don't know if she means, when do I write it off, and go, okay, move on, or what's another way to try? So I'm gonna let you ladies figure out how to answer that one for Charlotte.
Well, I can answer part of it, and then I'll let Alicia answer maybe like the tools part of it. But I think that's a great question, because I think now we're in the days that sometimes like people don't necessarily always answer their phone. Sometimes they get so many emails in a day-to-day that it's hard to engage with them. So my tip would be, don't just wait toward the end. Always make sure, like, clients are likely to get back to you if they haven't gone on their vacation yet. So make sure that while they haven't gone on their vacation yet, keep them engaged, send them some tips, get some information, and then even when they go on their trip, engage with them on how it's going. So don't always necessarily wait till they come back, because realistically, a lot of times they're getting information. Let's say they go on a cruise, they're getting a post-cruise survey from the supplier. They're getting emails saying, thank you, come back. So it could be a lot toward the end. So what I would say is continually keep them engaged, have a plan, know how you're going to nurture them. And sometimes it's part of it is investing in a CRM that's going to do the touches, the nurtures, the trigger emails on your behalf. Because again, once, if you have a client base of maybe 50, then it's probably easy to manage it. But once you start growing your business and you have hundreds, then that's something that you're going to want to have a system that's going to work for you, and you're going to be able to, have personalized emails sent on your behalf, instead of having to remember to follow up with them as well.
Yeah, and I'll add to that, travel is a long lead purchase. Sometimes people only take vacations once a year, or sometimes it's even spread out more than that. So that's where I think a lot of the automated marketing comes into play, because you're going to keep yourself top of mind with them. They're going to be receiving regular communications from you. If they're following you on social media, they'll see your posts regularly, right? And there's direct mail. Of course, there's so many different avenues where you can stay top of mind. And then when they are ready, you're going to be the first person they think of to make that phone call and have that booking. So I think that's important to keep in mind. As much as we'd love to have every customer book, 4 vacations a year, that isn't always the case. So it's important to continue to nurture them, have those automated programs, and stay top of mind.
Great answer. Great answer. So true. All right. So another question we have here, it's kind of a dual question as well. She's curious about some of the tools that you've shared, and is that a program that's personalized just for folks that are with Dream Vacations? And I'm assuming the answer to that is yes, but I want to let you ladies handle that.
Yes. So if, as part of the Dream Vacations network, we do offer, included with your fees, right? And in this case, your initial franchise fee is waived, but 95% of our marketing programs are completely free to you. So you opt in to the ones you're interested in. As I mentioned, most of our franchise owners, especially the more successful ones, are opted into most of them. And they're all personalized to you. It's your website, it's your email address, it's your photo, your contact information. We call it set it and forget it, because we automate it on your behalf, but as far as your customer is concerned, it's all being sent directly by you, and they know exactly how to get in touch with you. So it's just very turnkey. It's like we said, that's really our philosophy here, because we know how busy you are as a travel advisor. We know the trainings and the courses, and networking with suppliers and building those relationships with your customers. You are busy and you need help. And so that's really where we come into play, and where we want to provide our value to you and help you out with that.
Yeah. And then just to kind of piggyback on that, like Alicia she represents a team, a really like award-winning team of marketing professionals that do this for our network. So I know the question was, is this available outside of Dream Vacations? It's not. Now, a lot of the programs you could probably, if you shop around, get here, but this has all been tailored, and it's all been created for Dream Vacations. So that is one of the things that we want to pinpoint. And again, it's different tools, and everything that Alicia sent, it's all proprietary with Dream Vacations.
Okay, good. All right, so I just wanted to ask a question, maybe of Alicia and you as well, in regard to AI. So obviously it's overwhelming, every single day. I mean, we subscribe to a number of AI newsletters, and every morning what you read is entirely different than what you read the day before about what's coming out. I mean, it's overwhelming, right? It's like, oh my God. So I know how busy travel agents are, and how difficult it is for me to keep up on top of it. I can't imagine doing that and selling travel full time. But I do appreciate, Alicia, that you guys have really kind of stepped up at Dream Vacations, and that you're kind of taking a bit of that burden, and I don't want to call it a burden. I know it's an opportunity, but it is an educational difficulty to keep on top of it, that you're actually taking that information and kind of clearing through the fog, helping them find solutions. So if you were to say, in terms of the folks that are really using AI with Dream Vacations, are you seeing them in a rapid growth pattern of their business growth?
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, when you're saving yourself time, you're going to be able to sell more. right? Because you can get to that phone call quicker, right? You can return that phone call quicker. You can follow up with that quote quicker, because now you're not spending as many time doing the other things, the things that AI saved you time doing. So it's really just so important. And Joni, I think you're right. It can be overwhelming. And so some of the things that, you know, we share with our travel advisors is we have AI integrated in so many different ways. And so just take it one step at a time. You know, do you want to leverage it in the learning center so that you have course summaries, right? Consider it the Cliff Notes versions of training. Do you want to use it in the business center so that you can leverage the smart search and find answers quickly? Or do you want to use it for some marketing initiatives with, you know, responding to emails? I have some travel advisors who say, you know, it takes 20-30 minutes to respond to one email. But if you leverage our AI tools, that can take a matter of seconds or a matter of a few minutes. So you can start with one tool at a time and think about it and say, okay, which of these tools, which of these avenues am I spending the most time with now? Is it bottlenecking my schedule? And now I can take that one tool, and then once that's going smooth and you understand it and you're comfortable, then start with the second tool, the third tool. Take it one at a time.
That's a great plan. That's absolutely a great plan, definitely. All right, well, I think that doesn't look like we have any more questions, but everybody said thank you so much for clarifying that as well. And so much of what you've shared has been so useful. So I know everybody on here can see the benefits of being a part of Dream Vacations. So what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to do our prize giveaways. We've got two, and we've got a $100 Amazon gift card, courtesy of Dream Vacations, and then a $50 Amazon gift card, courtesy of Travel Professional News. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask a question. As some of you have been on our webinars before, you know how it works. I'm going to ask a question, and I'm going to have you keyboard in your answer as quickly as you can in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen. And then I'm going to randomly pick one of the correct answers to the question. So the first question is, folks,
and no using AI for this, right, Joni?
Yes, I know, right? Close that window. Amen for that, Natalie. You know, you probably just gave everybody the idea to open up their phone separately. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Hopefully they know that the answers without having to do that. Okay. All right. The first question is, and this is for the $100 Amazon gift card. Which of the following is the most popular travel month for vacations? That's a great question. Okay, go, folks.
Jeopardy.
I know, I do. I need to record that and have that on here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let them get them in here, and then we'll go ahead and pick a random one because they're still typing them in. All right, I'm gonna randomly take my finger along my monitor and close my eyes and put my hand out there and pick one of the correct ones. All right, we have a winner, and the winner is Paul Wiggins. Now, Paul, congratulations. You have just won an Amazon gift card for $100, courtesy of Dream Vacations. What is the answer to that question, ladies?
It is July.
Yes. All right. We had a lot of correct answers. We did have some incorrect answers, but it is a hard one. It's a question that, you know, you go, I don't know, when am I the most busy? And some of it, of course, depends on where you're located, right, as well. Exactly. I know I'm out here in Arizona, and everybody wants to get out of here from, like, you know, May through September. So, you know, definitely July is number one, definitely.
Right.
All right.
You always
so
think
next,
kind of May, right? Because May is when it starts, like the season, and yeah.
So anyway, July was the correct answer, everybody. Okay, next question, clearing my board here. Which of the following is the most popular? Oh, I already did that one. I can't read my own writing. What is the world's busiest? Oh, I like this. Busiest international airport by passenger traffic. Okay, go. This is an interesting one. I didn't know the answer to that.
Me either.
I did not know that. Oh my gosh. I'll be anxious to see if anybody's going to get this one.
Have you been there before, Joni?
I have not. I have not. I wish. Maybe someday. Have you been there? Just
I
say yes or
have,
no.
but
You don't
I've
have to
only been
tell.
there once.
Oh,
Like
but that's cool.
it was only for one day, like for a
Oh, yeah.
transfer between flights. So
Well, it counts though, right? It counts.
yes, it does.
You have to count every one you can get. All right, we have a winner. I'm going to go ahead and I already did my finger down the keep the screen because I didn't want anybody to wait too long. So we do have a winner, and the winner is Charlotte Lucas, who had some great questions also during the webinar, which I appreciate. What is the answer?
It's Dubai International Airport.
Isn't that crazy? So I would not have guessed that. I would have probably done the London Heathrow. We had a lot of those,
Oh
or something.
yeah,
But
that one
yeah, that's
always
cool
seems.
to know that. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I've really learned something new today here. Awesome. And what? Okay, so what is the code for that airport? Does anybody know that? Type it in real fast.
Ah, extra points.
Oh, what? We got some people that did. Wow. Okay, Charlotte got it right. Paul got it right too. A lot of people got that right. And that is DXB. And I would have gotten that wrong too. So there you go. All right. So I don't get to win anything today. Ladies, this was fantastic. Charlotte and Paul, you'll get your information from Dream Vacations. And then Charlotte, you'll get your information from me as to your gift card. That's a $50 gift card. So thank you, ladies, for this wonderful information and for all your enthusiasm and for your time. I know you have a busy week ahead of you this week. So I appreciate you being here with us and for your continued support. And I'll let you say goodbyes and we'll be all done.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us, Joni. And thank you everyone for spending some time with us and really getting hopefully some great information for us. We look forward to having conversations with you. And thank you again for joining.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great week.